I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too.
What's up, guys? Ghostwriter822 is usually family bringing another action figure review. I know that was really fast. I'm sorry, I have a lot of energy right now. It's like 9:30 at night. But today I'll be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series new Rebels re-release wave of Ahsoka and Hera. I don't have any of these figures beforehand, so I don't actually have the original variants of them without the face printing. So yeah, these are new to me. So on the side you see glam shots of the figures. These don't go together because you can see Sabine's helmet there, but still cool pictures. Back, see the same pictures in their bios. Here's Ahsoka's bio if you want to read it. Here's Hera's bio if you want to read it. On this other side, nothing really, just the Star Wars Black Series. Also right here it shows the numbers of the characters, so that's cool. And right here, see the figures again. Bottom, nothing cool. Ages 4 and up. Hera, Syndulla, Ahsoka Tano. But yeah, let's get to it and crack these guys open. So we're going to start off going over Hera and all her stuff. So here's some pictures with her next to her animated counterpart. And I think while these do look similar, of course this is like a more real life version of Hera. So it looks different from the animated one, which I really don't mind. It's not really a big deal to me, but But going to the figure herself, the painting and the sculpting of this female is actually really cool. Her face sculpt looks really solid with digital printing technology. The body looks pretty good. The feet are really small, so it's hard to get her to stand up sometimes. Of course, she doesn't now. But yeah, the goggles are sick. The tendrils do get in the way of articulation. Sometimes we'll give her that more later. Gloves are cool. Back is all good. Jumpsuit kind of thing's looking cool. Yeah, she looks pretty sick. So let's get into her articulation. Before we go on articulation, I almost forgot. She has this gun, which you can see in her hand. It fits in her hand very well. It can go in this hand, but this one doesn't have a trigger finger, so there really isn't any point. You could like wedge it, but it doesn't really stay in there well. Or you can put it in the boot holster. Alright, going on articulation. She only looks up about this much with her head because of the tendrils in the back, because they aren't really flexible. She will look down a little more. She can kind of go side to side, but again, these are not hitting some things. Not really any neck pivot. With the torso joint, you can get her to look up a lot more, so you kind of got that with you. She doesn't really crunch forward because of this piece, or just some sculpt, so not any more looking down. She can get all of that movement there then. Shoulder pads are kind of not really soft, but they go out of the way, so that's good. Move forward, backwards, all of the way around. She has a single joint elbow that swivels right there. Wrist swivel that hinges in and out, and this one has a roll of the dice movement. Again, whenever crunching all that stuff, she kicks forward about that much, backwards a lot, outward all of the way. Here's an upper thigh cut. Double joint knees that are really low on the figure. I don't know. I mean, it's not an issue, it's just kind of weird looking. No boot swivel, which I thought she was going to have. Ankles move down, up, and she has great ankle pivot. Going into Ahsoka now, here she is next to her animated counterpart again from Rebels. And same thing with Hera, she looks like it, but this is more of a realistic take on the series because, the Marvel, not the Star Wars stuff, is of course live action most of the time. So I think it fits and looks good. So yeah, I think overall just the comparisons look really solid. So yeah, going into her accessories, she comes with her 2 lightsaber blades, which, not blades, but the hilts. And let me just take them both out so you can look at them better. Set her aside there. She's on a McFarlane stand because I'll get into why that later. So yeah, these are pretty cool looking. One's of course smaller than the other. Same thing with the hilt, and they do just unplug from the hilt like that. Be careful. Well, yeah, be careful doing that though, because you want to break your figure. And this one, I mean, these are kind of tough to get out. And they just like kind of rest here in these little things. Well, supposed to. Hold up. I haven't actually done this yet. Okay, this one isn't going on the way for some reason. This one isn't either. That looks interesting in every sense of the word. Let's get into her detail real fast. Going into the detail on this figure, she looks actually pretty good. So the face sculpt again looks really nice. No paint mishaps on the face at all. I think there are like some little scuffs here and there on the hair, but like other than that, it looks pretty solid. Yeah, so nothing paint sculpts there. Paint and sculpt is really solid. It's just a Rebels figure, so I think they reused the legs and arms for the new Clone Wars one. But I think it still looks cool. Back, same thing. Nothing special here. Cloth right there, so that's cool. tiny feet, which are really loose on mine. So she has trouble standing on her own, like that. So, you know, if you have McFarlane stand, these plug into her feet really easily. So now you can get her, you know, just doing a kick if you want to. Can you get her doing a kick? Can't just say that and not have it happen. There you go. There's a kick. Going articulation, also, it took me forever to get her in the standing position, so I'm going to applaud myself real quick. But looking up, she doesn't do it a whole lot. She doesn't really look up at all because of the hairpiece. It's not soft, it's not pliable, so she looks up barely any. Looks down a bit more, I guess. She can look side to side, but it's kind of an angle because of the hairpiece again. Not really any neck pivot. Arms both move outward about that much. They can swivel right there, so it's not really a swivel, it's more of a rotation like that. Elbow bend, it's just 90 degrees, it swivels there. This wrist swivels, hinges in and out. This one has a roll of the dice movement. Diaphragm joint crunches forward, about that much. Back, about that much. Swivels, and can go all that stuff like that. She kicks forward with the cloth skirt, about that much. Back all the way. Splits, not really because of the cloth skirt again. Here's a thigh cut in there. Double jointed knees that don't bend all the way. It's more like a 90-degree bend at most. Then loose ankles go down, up, and she has really loose ankle pivot. Going into size comparisons, well, not really size comparisons yet, but Ahsoka stands to be about 6 inches tall with her hairpiece, and Hera stands to be about just under 6 inches tall. Here they both are next to Old Man Luke, Plo Koon, Scorpion, Kanan, and a clone trooper in a hat. And that's my review. Overall, I actually really love these figures. I got them both for around 20 bucks a piece, which is really solid because I know Ahsoka's like 30 bucks recently when I checked. Hera's still like 20 bucks, so that's not really an issue. But yeah, so I say if you can find them for a reasonable price out in the wild or like on Amazon, I say you definitely get them. Ahsoka's definitely my favorite just because of personal bias, because of the character, but Hera's really good too. Hope you guys like this review. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you.